Good evening, ghosts and ghouls. It's the one, the only JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Tide of Thunder.
And you're listening to a Horrorble Conversation, where this week we're going to be bringing you the latest horror news and movies and all sorts of goodies and trick-or-treats.
Yep. And yesterday was Friday the 13th. So, I figured we'd start off with some Friday the 13th news. As everybody knows, they're working on a series coming to Peacock.
The cock.
And it's going to be called Crystal Lake. And people were curious yesterday if any news was going to drop. And they did drop a couple little pieces of info for us.
Oh, yeah? I mean, if there was ever a day to do it.
Yeah, just a little bit. Brad Fuller did an interview, and basically he said that that in 2 weeks they're going to start. All the writers are going to start getting together, and they're going to start working on writing the first draft. I guess from this point they've been brainstorming, so they're getting together. Also, initially he said he would like for this to be at least 3 seasons. Yesterday he said he's hoping for 4 right now. There's only just 1 that's guaranteed, depending on how it goes, but he's pushing for 4. He also announced that there's going to be a mixed score in the show. It's going to be Harry Manfredini's classic score mixed with a kind of a modern-day new score. It may reference something in the past, and maybe that's where you can tell the difference between where you're at in the show and what happens in the past or in the future or whatever. And also he announced that the original Final Girl, Adria King, will be making reoccurring appearances throughout the series.
No shit.
So that's what he laid on us yesterday.
That's cool. I think this show has a lot of potential. I'm very interested to see where they go with everything. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. But 4 seasons is kind of stretching it. I mean...
Well, that's what he said. You know, all these people, they, they say things, people run with it and get excited about it, so I can't blame him for doing that, so.
I mean, maybe 8 episodes a season? Maybe.
I don't know.
I hope it don't go too long. I hope it just don't get drawn out.
Yeah, I'd say 10 at the most would be better.
Yeah. Keep it like American Horror Story.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to Walking Dead this thing.
No.
To where you stretch it out so much to where you'll have a season and there's 4 significant episodes and the rest are just filler and it's very boring.
No,
we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Speaking of series, looks like January 26th, there's going to be a new werewolf series on Paramount Plus.
Ooh, that's up my alley.
And it's called Wolfpack. And it's going to star Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Really?
And like I said, it's supposed to debut January 26th.
I hope this ain't going to be like some Teen Wolf bullshit.
I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll check it out.
We'll check out the first episode, and then if I feel like it's going down a very not so good path, we're going to shit can that right from the start.
Yep, and finally, finishing off these series, we have to mention tomorrow, Sunday, the 15th, will be the premiere of The Last of Us on HBO. So
I'm excited for this.
That's going to premiere 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it streaming-wise. It either, you'll be able to stream it at 9 o'clock or the day after.
Yeah, all I know is it says the 15th.
The 15th.
But speaking of some new stuff that's going on, there was some news. Kane Hodler is in the news. He's going to be in a brand new film. It's called Kill Her Goats.
What?
Yeah.
Kill Her Goats?
Kill Her Goats. It's a new slasher film. Basically, the description says that he's playing a new slasher maniac. The trailer is out now, so you can go on there. I've actually watched the trailer. It doesn't look too bad. And it comes out in the spring.
Okay.
And let's see here. The director of the My Bloody Valentine remake, the 3D version.
Damn good remake.
Yep. He's back with a new horror film, and his horror film is called Play Dead. And it's going to be starring Jerry O'Connell. Is that how I spell it? Jerry O'Connell? Yeah, Jerry O'Connor. Connell. You know, the fat boy from Stand By Me.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, Piranha, Scream 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to star in it. However, let's see here. It's going to be released February 13th on the Icon channel in the UK. And it has a UK theatrical release date on March 17th. But no US release date yet. But the trailer is on YouTube. If you want to check it out, it's called Play Dead. I hope it gets I mean, I'm sure it'll come to America eventually. I mean, like you said, it was a damn good remake. And, I'd like to see what he, can bring back.
Did you, is this a remake?
No.
Okay, so this is an original.
Yeah, I don't think this is, no, it's just called Play Dead. And, I did not see this trailer. I saw images. That's about it.
Yeah, I'll have to check out the trailer.
And let's see here. I went to Collider.com, right? And they had a little article, and it was titled 10 Things That Horror Movies Need to Retire.
Okay, so like cliches and shit?
Cliches and like tricks and like pretty much stuff that you can like expect in a horror movie, and they say, oh, we need to retire some of these.
Alright, I'm probably going to disagree with them.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I know I did.
Okay.
Alright, number 10. The victim always falls down running. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that? Hey, come here. I think that it is very cliche, but I mean,
if there's a reason why she falls.
I mean, if there's a reason, like if she got like slashed in the leg, or like the killer sets up a trap or something and trips her, I mean, yeah, you're gonna fucking fall.
Yeah,
but not like Scarecrow Gone Wild, where she's just running and then boop.
Yeah, there's a way that you can pull it off where it makes sense. Number 9, the killer always walks slow.
No, it's menacing.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's somebody running at you with a chainsaw, it's not really scary when they're running, in my opinion.
I mean, if you have somebody running after you, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to catch you. So, I mean, you have to suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's something menacing and creepy about somebody slow. Like, no matter what you do, you're not going to get away from this person.
Yeah, and it makes for an interesting little storyline, how you can run, and killer always seems to catch up with you and seems to find you.
Right.
Like, it's a little bit of mystery to it. Number 8, creepy kids.
why do away with it? Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't think they do. Oh, I mean, okay, you have The Omen, you have technically The Ring, Children of the Corn, Pet Cemetery.
There's a whole host of others. Honestly,
If you do it right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you do it right, then
but is this really a genre of film?
creepy kids.
Yeah.
I've never really stopped to think about it.
I don't think it is. I think you can point to like
Kids that are creepy in movies.
yeah, it's like every once in a while, but I don't think there's like a genre dedicated to it, like zombies, vampires, werewolves, blah blah blah, creepy kids. No, I don't think there is. And I believe that if you get rid of that, you get rid of probably storylines.
Yeah, Sinister goes right out the fucking window.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
mean-
stupid.
I mean, honestly, I think kids are very detrimental to can be very detrimental to a horror movie because that's the thing that you love, you cherish, and then when it turns on you, it's heartbreaking. It's
Yeah.
scary, it's creepy. This is the one thing that you love and trust in the world. And you think that it's never going to do you wrong, and then fucking tries to kill you, and then that creates the struggle between the parent and the kid, or the kid and the parent. So fuck them.
Number 7, mirror jump scenes. Excuse me.
Mirror jump scenes.
Like the character looks in the mirror, you know. They're like looking in the mirror, they look down, then they look back up and boo, you know.
I'm okay with doing away with them. You can be more creative than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're more effective if you have
If you know what the fuck you're doing.
they're more effective if you have like kind of a paranormal ghost type of movie, because it helps you, you know, did I really see that, or was it an illusion? What was that? I
Yeah.
think that was, you know, I think it's cool for that, but just, you know, sometimes they're there for just the audience, you know, person walks by a window, a mirror, whatever. They're not even looking at it, but you see something walk behind them and they don't even notice, but the audience does, you know,
Yeah.
that type of shit.
Yeah.
Number 6, clowns.
Why clowns? I don't understand this. Like, very few. I mean, they say it's overdone, but how many like good clown movies can you say? You got what? Stitches. You've got It, both versions. You know, 90s and early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, is it real?
Terrifier.
Yeah, Terrifier. I mean, but think about how popular Terrifier is right now.
Yeah, I
So,
think that's what they're talking about.
I mean, goddamn it, Terrifier just got popular.
Yeah, but you know how the horror community is. Terrifier just got popular, so now there's going to probably be about 200 more fucking low-budget clown movies.
Well, until they come out, then we can start complaining. But until then, don't jump the gun.
Yeah.
And hell, in those 200, if we get 5 good ones that are memorable, it's worth it to me.
Yeah. You could probably add Terror Train to that as well.
I wouldn't.
The original, yeah.
Oh, the original, yeah.
He wears a clown mask.
Yeah,
Well, the remake, he wears a clown mask.
briefly.
Briefly. Number 5, haunted houses.
Why?
Like, whoever wrote this fucking article really wants to take away, like, one of the core foundations of fucking horror films.
Okay, like 90% of horror films is like revolves around a haunted house or an abandoned
Yeah.
house.
Or some, you know, some sense of, you know, this is a spooky house and some spooky shit's in it.
Yeah.
But it always starts off with a spooky place.
I mean,
That's stupid. Leave it alone.
yeah.
Number 4,
4.
possessed dolls. I take it that this guy is sick of the Annabelle movies.
I'm not really a big fan of Annabelle. Annabelle 2 is my favorite. I mean, I can kind of see the possessed doll movies. I mean, it has run its course,
Yeah.
and you can't say Megan's a pedestrian, a possessed doll movie because it's AI, it's intelligence.
Right.
So
Chucky is, though.
Chucky is the original Chucky, not the 2019 remake. But
I mean, honestly, I'm
over dolls at this point.
Annabelle doesn't really get up and kill anybody, though. You ever notice that? Like, none of these movies is like an Annabelle get up and kill people. It's mostly like, if that doll is in the house, that house automatically becomes haunted.
Yeah.
It's not like she's running around killing people. That's
true.
Totally different. So
Yeah,
it's like, the spirit attached itself to just this doll, and no matter where the doll goes, wherever it goes, that place becomes automatically haunted. But if you take that doll out,
the evil goes away.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Annabelle isn't like a Chucky. It's just a evil doll, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like the doll possession movies, yeah, I'm kind of over it. I mean, I think, Megan's gonna get her trilogy, and that's all it needs to be. Because I mean, Chucky's pretty much done for. I don't know. I think they're doing a season 3, but
Who knows?
yeah.
Number 3, killed after doing the dirty.
After doing the horizontal mambo,
Yeah.
going hills to Jesus,
Yeah.
sex,
We're talking about fucking people.
bong chicka wow wow.
Fuck. Yeah, killed after sex.
I like the kills during sex. That's actually my favorite kills.
I like the kills when they want to do sex, but they don't get to do it because they get to them first. That's funny. Ha ha ha.
You thought you was gonna get laid. Wrong.
Died with a hard on.
Oh, that was a stiff one.
This one really doesn't bother me because, yeah, is it really a horror movie cliche, or is it more of just a slasher cliche?
Okay.
Number 2, back for one last scare. When you think you have the killer gone, he pops back up.
Okay. Then what do they want? The happy endings?
I don't know what they want. I guess they want the closure. They don't want the, oh, well, I think I've got... Yeah, I don't even want to explain it. That's stupid. Leave it alone.
I mean, how are you going to have sequels or prequels or anything in between if you just have a happy ending and a killer dies?
Well, they're talking about, like, the killer... They're basically talking about false finishes during the movie.
Oh, okay. But that builds to the ending.
Yeah, that builds suspense. Leave it alone. Fuck off.
Stupid.
And the number one thing that they apparently want to get rid of. Are you ready for this one?
No.
It'll blow your fucking mind.
Oh, God.
The final girl.
Okay.
My personal feeling is they need to fuck off on this.
I mean, as far as the final girl goes, in order to have a sequel, you got to have a final girl. Now, if you don't plan on having a sequel or at all, you want to make it a one and done, you kill fucking everybody.
Yeah, but
but even then, you can still spin off with a sequel. But I mean, the final girl, if it's done right, you're attached to her. That's your oh my God, she got away moment.
right. And I guess some people have this feeling, or they look at it like, well, you have a final girl, you do have a sequel, and then that muddies the first one or whatever. But if you don't like them, don't fucking watch them.
Yeah.
Like, we sit here and we talk about individual movies in a franchise, in a series, or whatever. And there's some we love, and there's some that we wish was never fucking made.
Yeah.
But as long as they're being made, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And I get that some people want original this, original that, original this, original that. I get it, but, you know, if you want, go to Hollywood, become a writer yourself.
I think that it's a problem with lack of final girls, like good final girls. I think that's a problem.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I think that a lot of things, well, over the past couple of years, a lot of things that's gotten sequels didn't need to be a sequel, and stuff that was really good that could lead to sequels they set on the shelves.
Yeah.
Because it either did not project what they wanted it to do, or they just had no plans. Even if it became like really, really, like imagine, I know we go back to Terrifier all the time. Imagine if he would have just made, okay, he makes the first film, right?
Right.
And then he makes Terrifier.
Yeah.
He takes the character, he makes Terrifier. And, like, he never makes a part 2. We didn't get what we got a couple months ago, right?
Right.
It would probably be looked at as something that he probably could have capitalized on, but failed to do so. And we were proven right because when it came out, look how well it did.
Exactly.
There's certain things. I think that studios are not interested in sequels anymore. They're interested in reboots, remakes, and shit like that for movies that are hardly 15, 20 years old at this point.
Yeah, requels.
And it's getting a little ridiculous. We talked about The Strangers being remade.
Yeah.
That, to me, that is just, like, stupid. You know, to me, that's like when they remade Hellboy. No goddamn reason to remake it. And not only did they remake it, it sucked.
Yeah. It was trash.
What they did is they were like, oh, well, what's a popular show out? Stranger Things. The sheriff dude, David, whatever his name is. He's a popular person at this point. We'll get him to play Hellboy. That's cool and everything. That's the hook. That's the line. Okay? But then you go watch it and you're like, this script, I don't care who's playing it, this script is fucking dull.
Yeah.
It's fucking dull and it's boring. Like, and, you know, unfortunately, you know, a lot of remakes are kind of like that. They're fucking dull.
I really don't understand the point of a remake with these people, because when you're remaking something, the point is to make it better than the original.
Yeah.
And they don't do that. And Hellboy didn't need to be remade. Hell, you could have got what's his name and done a part 3.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have been more than happy to reprise
There's no
his
doubt
role.
about it that the other guy, forgive me, I forgot his last name, David something other. He's a better actor than Ron Perlman, but he's not a better fit for this role than Ron Perlman. There's some roles that
people just fit.
Yeah, like
Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
It just goes hand in hand together.
Like, if Ron Perlman makes 100 movies, 99 of them will suck dick, but Hellboy is awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy the first 2 Hellboy movies.
Yeah.
I was no need into doing that. You know, just like Hellraiser sucked in my eyes.
Yeah, Hellraiser sucked. I mean, they thought that they were going to just do this little gender switch, and, you know, people were bragging on it and bragging on it and bragging on it, and to me it was dull as fuck.
Yeah.
To me it was like this person playing Pinhead, whoever, I don't remember a goddamn thing that she said. I don't remember hardly what she looks like because I haven't watched it since I seen it back in the summer. I don't remember. I mean, I remember the movie. I just remember it being fucking dull, and I remember trying to see what other people wrote about it. Like, this is awesome. This scene was awesome. That scene was awesome. I'm trying to find what they were talking about, and I never fucking found it. I thought it was dull as shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
and the fact that Doug Bradley was in the first movie for 20, 25 minutes, and just in that time, I can recite every single line by him because they were that memorable. This chick was they introduced her about, maybe 30 minutes into it, and she was pretty much there throughout the whole fucking hour and a half. And I can't tell you jack shit about what she said unless it was rehashed in the first one.
Right. Yeah, I just remember the first lines that was reused from the first movie, and that's it.
And people probably think that, oh, well, you guys just don't give shit a chance. No, we give it a chance. But the thing about it is this. If you're going to remake something, give me something memorable.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily go into it thinking that it's going to be better, but give me something different and memorable. What these fuckers are doing, they're giving us something different and terrible.
Yeah, you won't remember it past the first time you watch it.
It's really not. It's like these Disney live animation movies.
Yeah, there's no need for them.
Like, there is absolutely no need for them. 10, 20, 30 years from now, you'll still remember the cartoons, and somebody will say, didn't they make a live action of that? And they go, I think so, and that'll be the end of that conversation.
Yeah, wait until they remake Toy Story live action. That's going to be a big fucking blunder.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's fucking stupid. But that's all I got, brother. You got anything you want to talk about?
I watched behind the making of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was about 14 minutes long. And, of course, if you don't know, Kane Hodder is doing the animations for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
He's doing the movements.
Yeah, the movements. There's another guy that's doing the Cooks animation, but he was in Hatchet. I can't remember his name. He was the goofy guy with the glasses and big teeth. Anyway, he's also helping with the caption and everything.
Aww. I fuck your ass.
Anyway, they're putting a lot of love and respect into this video game.
Well, that's good.
Kane is pretty much saying like he's gone back and rewatched the movie over and over again to get his likeness down, and he was talking about like even though you can't see him like licking his teeth and stuff and making mouth movements, he's even trying to make sure it's like accurate like that because he wants it to be as respectful and genuine to Gunner as possible. And even the guy that I can't think of his name that played in Hatchet, he said he's never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but in order to get into the mind state of the cook and like his actions and everything, he watched this movie over and over again to make sure that it would be very accurate in the movements and fluid. They're adding 2 new characters to the family. One, I forgot the names of them, but they're 2 young characters. One is a girl that seduces guys and brings them home, and then one's a guy that seduces girls and brings them home, which I thought was pretty neat, pretty interesting. Pretty cool concept. It looks like the game is going to be pretty fun. It looks like it's going to be a mashup between the Friday the 13th game and the Evil Dead game.
Sweet.
So it looks like it's being handled very well, putting a lot of love and care into this game. It might not be the best graphics-wise, but I believe it's going to be probably the most fun horror game that we've gotten since Evil Dead. Evil Dead was pretty fucking fun. So I think this one would be just as fun, if not better.
Well, it always blows my mind to know that Hollywood can remake all of these movies and flocks and flocks and flocks of fucking people go and see them. But why can't they make video games of these fucking characters? Why do we need to make a GoFundMe for fucking horror movies, games?
I don't know. But
Why can't we get the same treatment and the same shit for these games as a fucking Call of Duty? Do they assume that horror movie fans are not video game fans? They're kind of the same goddamn type of people.
I mean, they are. I mean, I think video games and horror goes hand in hand, just like
I
metal
think
and
that
horror.
they can't do it. I think that it cost a lot to put a horror game together.
That's what I'm guessing. Well, I mean, like, just watching the animations that they were doing today, they said they have 200, 300 animations for one character. So, and this, like, takes hours and months worth of preparation and work.
Yeah.
And video editing and all this stuff. I just think it's just Call of Duty so fucking cut and paste at this point that it doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
So besides them putting any creativity into a video game, they're just like, well, we'll just copy and paste Madden and change one feature.
Yeah, and that's basically what they do. I mean, for fans of the 2K games, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, fucking wrestling now. It might be an updated roster, it might be whatever, but it's the same goddamn game, and it gets boring, and that's why I don't play video games that much anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty much, copy and paste now, and you might get one new feature, and they'll take away a new feature they gave you last year, and then that'll be the next year, and that's how they trope you.
However, I did play the Friday the 13th game. I still play it from time to time, even though they have no updates for it. That's fine. I come from a generation to where you got a game, you play through it, you unlock shit, and that was your game. I didn't have to wait fucking 4 years for it to be updated or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I'm waiting for a Halloween game. That's my excitement. I'm hoping that this Texas Chainsaw Massacre game does well enough to where they do a Halloween game.
Well, Friday the 13th was the first one that kind of kicked it off.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if it does really well, maybe some of these bigger studios will grab a hold of Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, something to that magnitude, and
Nightmare could be really fun.
Give us something.
Give me something more.
I mean, if fucking Super Nintendo and Atari can take these classic games and give us something, these fucking people today that are way more advanced than they were back then can get off their lazy goddamn ass and do something, fuckers.
Yeah.
Do something.
Give me a Halloween game, asshole. Well, it's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
was that my cue?
Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, la, 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 la. Well, I'm Todd of Thunder saying toodaloo.
This is JT Ripper saying, don't eat that. You don't know where it's been.